So I wanted to make an update before I got way too ahead of myself. I figured this stuff is somewhat valuable. So I'm creating a brand template for Small Cove Media. This is something that I've had somewhat before. I was essentially just repurposing my old brand guide that I had for Small Cove Productions. And I realized, why not create a new custom tailored brand guide for the company? So I prompted ChatGPT to create me ideas. The prompt I said was, I asked, what is everything that it knows about Small Cove Media in as much detail as possible? So the first thing I wanted to do in this chat was just get all the information together about Small Cove Media that it already knows. And this is in a project that I've been working a lot of my Small Cove Media stuff in, so it already has information. This may not work if you're just doing it in a random chat, especially if you don't have ChatGPT Plus. So just a little tidbit there. And it gave me a complete overview of my business. It gave me core offerings. It gave me business goals. It gave me strategy and execution. It gave me case studies that I have and clients that I'm working with. It gives me mindset and motivation from my own reflections that I have about my company. And it gave me immediate priorities and things of that nature. And so what I prompted it to do with all that information, I said, I want to start further developing the brand identity and color scheme, etc. I want to make business cards and things of that nature, but I want to lock in the brand first. So let's put a full service brand package together from the perspective of a savant. This is important, right? We wanted to do a very detailed, good job. So I came up with a template, starting with my brand foundation, brand name, brand meaning, the essence of my brand, where clarity meets creativity, we turn local presence into lasting influence, brand positioning, the mission of my brand. And again, all of this is based off of thoughts and ideas that I have fed into this project. So these are all ideas that have been spoken during voice notes of myself, talking about my brand and who I am and how I am. And within this project, I've also put ideas that I've had with clients, etc. So it is drawing from all of this to create a brand identity for me. And so it has a vision, it has my target audience, it has a visual identity, giving me the primary colors, accent colors, and optional highlights with color codes and names for those colors. It gives me typography, so headlines and logo font types. It gives me body and web font types. It gives me a logo type, logo suite, and rules for the logos. Brand voice, copy and style, messaging style, an example of what right and wrong messaging is. It gives me assets and deliverables, the types of assets and deliverables that I should, and then it explains to me things that I should have in print. For example, business cards, capability deck, service menu, and a rate card template, and a branded folder / client welcome kit. Now, all these things I can simply prompt it to start creating. But the first thing I want to start working on was the logo so that I can create business cards. And the rest, since it's in this file, I can continue to create. So mood board concepts, all that. So all of this stuff is great. I actually copied everything and put it into a Google Doc so that if I need to, I can reprompt ChatGPT with these ideas again, so it's fresh if it's happening in a different chat. So I said, let's do logo concepts and brand guidelines, and immediately it gave me a really great logo. This wave, I love the wave, right? So I said, make me 5 logos, and again, it spat out the wave, and it didn't quite do what I wanted it to do. I wanted 5 individual images. I should have been more specific about that, but again, the wave popped up. So what I did was I had it make the wave logo in high res, and then I copied that and I dropped it into Photoshop. From Photoshop, I made a Small Cove logo file where I made icon in black, deep blue on soft white, deep ocean blue, signal coral, soft white. You get the idea. And I made a text logo as well with a specific font, right? So then what I did was I said, make a brand guide, and it made a brand guide for me, but it was not on par with the current text that I have now and the current color scheme that I changed the dark blue a little bit just so it matches a little bit better. And I said, so I made some adjustments to the brand. I will upload 2 documents here that depict the color guide and everything with the new title font, etc. I said, please find a text font or something that can complement that just for a body text, etc. And then update the brand guide and don't make it a PDF, make it some sort of Word document that I can edit over time. It'll be specific. So it spat out this entire brand identity guide with the updates, the proper colors, title font, and then it gave me recommendations for fonts that work with it. So now I can use this on my website, I can use it on my business card. Again, brand voice and everything, tone tips, examples of that, usage guidelines, and it had packaged it all up into a single text document that I copy and pasted into Google Drive so that I can have for further editing and use. And now I asked it, okay, that is good, now let's start designing business cards. So again, I'm just filming this just to fill you guys in with the background process of this business and where I'm at currently, because right now I've been recycling my old company essentially, which is Small Cove Productions, which I used for live sound and studio work. I was recycling that and was going to continue to use the same color scheme, logo, etc. But I decided, you know, I'm doing a little bit of a facelift with this entire brand. I might as well go ahead and do the whole entire thing and make it just a fresh, new vibe, something that fits. I feel happy that I am because I love the new color scheme and I like the way that things are going. Because not only has my brand evolved, but I have evolved as well. So to see that representation in the brand identity is huge. And I feel like I can move forward with this brand with new air, new wind in the sails, and continue to just, you know, feel confident about what I am pushing versus something that I designed years and years and years ago. So yeah, it came up with the business card concept for me. The front side concept with the background color, logo, icon, and text. It gave me the backside concept, the color, the layout, font, and accent elements. And then it gives me some basic print notes. So this is what I'm currently working on. Currently going to go into Canva and build the business cards. I will update you guys on what those actually look like once I finish the design. And then put those together, I'm gonna jump into the website. I'll probably order the business cards, then I'll jump into designing the website because now we have a whole new brand identity that needs to be portrayed. That will be the next project. And then just facelifting the social media and everything, and then creating and starting this brand fresh cut so that when potential clients jump onto my stuff, everything's clean, coherent, makes sense, and it is well systematized for not only my clients, but for people who I begin to onboard. They can see that, yes, this is a legitimate company. Yes, this guy takes his stuff seriously and has everything intentionally designed, laid out, formatted, and well documented. Yesterday, I was documenting the process of how edits should be for specific clients. I will be finishing that up today as well. So I have a lot to do today, but I know I can get it all taken care of. Maybe not the website completely finished yet, but we'll for sure have business cards done. And I will at least get logged into the website to start taking a look at things. And I can continue to put together the editing guide for the future onboarded editors. So little bit of a spiel there, but I know that it's going to provide value to somebody. And so, yeah, I hope you get something from this. I'll give you guys an update as things push on.